a single screenshot that says, I'm going to downplay if I come on.
Because of?
Because shit's getting serious. And he overplayed.
What is getting serious?
This is what he said. And again, we talk about why do you believe him?
Hold on.
Why do you believe
Just
him
to be
there
clear,
that he's going to
it's not the
downplay
rhetoric
it,
on
but you
the
don't believe him
internet
before?
that is getting serious.
Why do you believe him before when you don't believe him now? These are unreliable narrators, man. Like, you are taking the words of people, you are ignoring the things that contradict your story.
Every time you bring up a topic,
you are putting out things that absolutely go with your story.
Engaging.
It's crazy. If you wanted
so
to, if you wanted to solve this problem, he would have dealt with this in private. If he cared about the fate of these kids, he would have dealt with this in private. But he didn't deal with this in private. He made it content. He made it so we're all covering this shit. He didn't give a fuck about these kids. He didn't give a fuck about this situation. He made it public. He made it content. He made it something, a weapon that can be used against him. And you guys all encouraged him, clapped him on the back, and had him like, yeah, brother, look at you.
They were messages in the background. He admitted it.
And with integrity, but all he did was turn this into content. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I actually said it was inappropriate to do content on it. I said it was inappropriate to make this public.
I'm saying it's yes, it's inappropriate to make it public.
Once it's
inappropriate
public,
to make it into a litigating thing that, like, a fucking penguin and a fucking guy in a hoodie are here arguing about these kids. You don't, like, no one cares about these kids, unfortunately. But no one should be calling CPS based on what's going on here. It's insane.
I think there's genuinely a concern for these kids based on this email.
I can't, look, gang, I can't let in Destiny, okay? He has to agree, and he won't agree because he's scared.
Well, it's also a call, so he technically couldn't be added anyway.
No, I can add him right now.
Well, but then it kills our call.
Yeah, but we'd call again. Right? Like, it wouldn't, like, it wouldn't end. Like, we would call again, bro.
You can't, like, ambush me with him.
I'm saying that that's coward behavior, man. Like, you've made so many allegations against this guy. You've called him a sex pest. You implying that he engaged in fucking sexual molestation roleplay of children. Right? Even in just a fantasy? Like, those are things that you should actually have to confront the person you're accusing of. That is that would be the manly thing to do.
I didn't accuse him of that. I'm, like, explicitly saying that anytime somebody asks me my position on this, I actually say, no, he didn't do that.
Hold on. You just went through a whole email where you tried to get me to admit that the only possible interpretation of this email is that Destiny, like, engaged in sexual roleplay where they molested
These are
kids.
the roleplays she's trying to do, yes. That these are the roleplays she's doing.
Again, do you not see how that is painting him with a brush? Because I'm telling you, community, what you are doing, whether you intend to or not, your community is taking it and running with it as evidence that he molested or wanted to molest those kids. That he loves age play. This is what they're running
wrong. Well, he has basically talked about loving age play, so I don't know what to tell you there. This isn't age play. Age play. This is not age play.
Okay, again, if you really cared about the fate of these kids, if you cared about these kids that you think that is reasonable, call CPS. Why are you making this? Why did he do it publicly? Why did he publicize this? Why didn't he do it
I don't think he should have
private?
publicized it. I think he should have just called CPS.
So can you admit that he didn't really care about the fate of these kids? He was just doing it as a weapon to hurt Destiny.
No, I don't think it's that
he
doesn't care. I think
this
he's
is where we
I'm telling you,
this is where we part ways.
I think it's actually obvious to me that he shouldn't have, like, put it out publicly without more evidence, more information, and that a CPS call is warranted either way.
No, hold on. A CPS call is not warranted in this situation. There is not enough evidence. And again, the evidence that I have that he's done this in a malicious way in order to hurt Destiny is the fact that he did this publicly on stream and announced to his community. He added everyone and he said, I'm going to do this. Right? Look at me. I'm such a good boy. And he knew that it would become public information, that it would be litigated, that people would run with it, that it would be content. All of this was, again, to hurt Destiny because he lost an argument. He felt bullied. He felt betrayed. That's why he did it.
I don't think he felt bullied or betrayed in that argument. I also think you guys are wrong that he...
Okay,
I think he knew the whole time. I think it's like obvious he knew the whole time.
Hold on. I will be back. Dating, right? But if you don't want to talk to Desi, I do gotta let him answer for this. So I'm gonna call him real quick. I'll call you back. But I gotta give both times. I'd love to do it with both of you on,
Wick
but
should
since you
not
won't,
be
I gotta do that.
focusing on the Brit
Yeah.
CPS
Okay,
call.
I'll talk to you in a second.
That I don't think that
Jesus
should be
Christ.
the thing
This
that
is
he shouldn't be dying on that hill. Like if you Jistical admitted that like
Hello, can you hear me?
the CPS call and the FBI call against City was not warranted. So that should be
Hello.
like
Hey,
where
can you
the
hear me?
focus is, and not defending that losing argument with Brit.
Fucking retarded, okay? Okay, you can hear me, right?
I can't. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure people can at least see me, so it's not a black screen.
You can or you can't? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. This is the case for every single time I am revealed to be a new child rapist. It was the case with when Willie Mack called the CPS. It's the same case here when they're calling the CPS. Okay, there's some event that happens where somebody gets in their feelings. For Willie Mack, it was Nicholas Diorio and the other commentary people saying, "You gotta fucking call the FBI. You gotta fucking stream it." That was another commentator that told Willie Mack that he needed to stream it. And for Connor, he was pasting that little text Google Doc in Doobie's Discord that Driscoll is in, and they were talking about a huge content drop. Okay, let's say this for like 2 seconds. Okay, let's say that I really am conspiring with Brittany to try to harm these kids. Okay, why the fuck, if we know that these investigations take time and who knows how long it would take to act on anything, why would you work on helping somebody publicize this when there are two things that are guaranteed? One is that me and Britt are planning some crazy child abduction. Well, now we got plenty of time to try to hide the evidence, right? Number one.
Yeah,
and number
absolutely.
two, you are guaranteeing that these girls are going to be harassed because Justicle's community already has at least one person, sabasexual, who likes to reach out and harass young minors who are victims of sex crimes. We already know that. Saba's still in Justicle's Discord. He never banned him for it. So when you're sitting here just saying, well, maybe Connor shouldn't have done that, it's not that he shouldn't have done that, motherfucker. It's that Connor is taking a position where he is almost guaranteeing harm to minors because of how he's interpreting an email that was
get hacked.
I'll say,
Possible, yeah.
so I'll say the exact same thing to this that I said to the Willie Mack thing. If you want to call CPS, you want to call the FBI and the fucking whatever, dude, I got the Epstein files on me at this point at these fucking offices. I don't care. Fine, do it. If you really genuinely think, okay, as a father of a teenage boy, if you really think that there are kids that are at risk of being sexually fucking abused by somebody, then fucking by all means, call CPS and do your fucking thing. I think you should have a good reason, but call them. But when you publicize it, you have completely abandoned any moral pretext of doing this for the kids because you've given the abusers time to hide the evidence and you've directly put the minor children at risk because you're exposing them to a community like Justicles that has already harassed minor victims of sex crimes.
It gives
He
the
has
game
no
away.
moral high ground here. And you need to ask Chad Hansen why he continued to rape his mentally ill
Hold on,
girlfriend that he committed to the
please. Okay, none of that. But we got.
He just
Okay.
left.
Okay. Gang. Gang. It's been a day.
Let's read JCOK's chat.
Let me go to the pit. Give me a minute.
He sounds like he's been crying for hours. Okay. He kicked him for doxing you.
At the end of the day.
He just doxed you, so good call.
This is my take. Counterpoint
Remind Wick Rose was 18 when
based
Cyber
on
reached out.
flimsy evidence.
Does that
of
matter?
unreliable narratives that I don't think any reasonable
What?
person would say is evidence enough to call CPS or a federal agency publicly. Again,
The cyber thing happened after the dox spree. Why would that matter? It's you don't. Why, dude? It doesn't matter if Destiny's doxing people. Why are you reaching out to a girl that's allegedly a minor or was a minor to get her
sex trafficking victim? Yeah,
sex trafficking victim about what's going on in a fucking case, like, and have her and spam her to get involved in the case and talk to you about it, and then also post that publicly that you're contacting her and said JSOK server.
this was the instigation for why.
JSOK. Okay. He's just running the retarded idea that you're saying.
I'm going to see if Wick is willing to call.
Okay. Sounds like he's been crying for hours. Okay, he's out of breath. I know that, like, JSTOK is like morbidly obese and doesn't get any exercise. Not like sucking off Dear Leader and saying like, okay, yeah, like he's working out, he's a god. But like I understand that like you just hear like chewing and neck sounds most of the time. And being out of breath just usually sounds like a cry for help, not like, you know, what it sounds like when you just like ran up some steps or something. But yeah. Okay. Get a name he thinks is yours. Rub it in his face, call Wick against somebody, get him. Let's see the cope afterwards from JSTOK.
Grocery cart from bottom to top for $100 American. Before you romanticize moving to China, you have to realize it's not an immigration.
Back when me and my ex-girlfriend would get into arguments, she would just play the most like retarded YouTube videos that just don't make any sense, and she would just disassociate. She would just watch something to just play in the background and listen to as she just sat there and recouped herself. And I don't know how, not giving any commentary, not talking to anybody, just sitting there watching this video of nothing.
To stay in China forever.
Just looking for what the internet's saying.
If all the stars align,
Okay. All right, I'm back.
Oh,
You think it's kind of fucked up that with Wick, and also I don't know if he's gonna come back or what, but it feels fucked up that I predicted exactly what the problem would be, right?
What was the problem?
You know what I mean? Like
What was the problem?
think
What
Wick
was
is
the problem
running.
we
I thought
predicted?
he was gonna come back. Hold on, I'll call him.
Oh. Does he answer?
Let me call him.
That's all you motherfuckers got to do. Why can't you handle this? It's life, baby. Just handle it. Just take your meds. Go to therapy. Get a friend. Find a hobby. I don't know. This is unhealthy. It's making you a bad person. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Thank you for the money.
Make sure you guys, if you plan on giving me any money, make sure you bring it over to Wick. I appreciate you guys for helping me and supporting me.
I guess I'll
but
talk to you guys later.
Wick is able to...
Yeah,
Oh, is he getting off? Wait, no.
He said that he was going to go to sleep, I guess.
It's 9:43, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Why would you go on stream with? Why would you
Like,
go on
too
stream with
old.
him?
Jesus.
Oh
He's gonna
my
dox people.
god.
He's been doing that a lot, actually. He's been doing that a whole lot.
The problem is he's going to dox me. He's going to dox
Right,
me,
he
but I
doesn't
could
have to
call
be
him
serving
a guy who wants to molest children all day. Like, dude, come on, man. He doxed me. Challenge JST, okay?
I don't hang out in doxing spaces. That guy is north. Sorry.
Rip.
Good luck with your whole thing that you have going on, being the Counterpoints' #1 guy who thinks protecting
What?
people's right. The
What?
roleplay. Well, I'm not even gonna say roleplay. I'm not even gonna lay the whole thing out. This is gross. This is gross. The idea that you don't think this is
He doesn't know
reasonable
what he's
concern,
saying.
reasonable suspicion is
No,
gross.
he doesn't. He doesn't
He's
know
just
it.
like, good luck being the guy. This is
You know?
gross.
You know? But that's just me.
right.
Hold on.
Do I offer to private VC?
Hold on.
You're being offered a VC?
I can offer to private VC if he's not going to come in
Yeah.
the building fund.
Sure.
Quick.
If JSOK would like to... Here, how about this? That's your answer then, I guess? You're fat?
You can private VC if you want.
Okay, maybe we talk one day.
Do I want to talk to North? No.
I'm
I think
gonna
you're like one of
start
the
you
culty
until
people.
that day.
I'm sorry. Until I see some proof of
Well,
actual genuine thought, I'm gonna assume you're a cultist. Sorry. Once you
Jesus.
get your own platform that
running.
you're concerned about losing, then I will talk to you.
What?
That's like the thing.
Dude is running.
Basically, that's the only way you can talk to people who are even close to Destiny is they need to have a platform that they might be a little bit concerned about. Like Wick, I'll talk to because I think Wick is not just going to dox people because he actually cares about following the rules.
What's funny is my name is out there, motherfucker. And my face is out there too. What is this fat penguin
Wick
fuck
says he's-
ever putting on the line ever?
Is
This
he
was-
like denying being in a doxing server? Like, is he denying that he's ever
Yeah,
doxed anybody?
I think he denies that he's involved in any sort of doxing.
His
His
I don't
own
remember if he actually said
stupid
it, but I'm
fuck
telling you, wait.
orbiters have outed him for
Yeah.
Yeah.
for doxing. What do you mean? Like, he's posted stuff in Spicy Chat. Like, what the fuck is he even talking about? That's a doxing server.
I don't even know the whole the whole specifics, but I know that Spicy Chat is supposed to be literally just like a snark server where they just like they do relatively what Kiwi Farms does, but in less of like a we hate black people type of way.
So doxing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like they kind of just like talk about people's personal stuff and find people associated, and they kind of just like share that information. I don't know if Spicy Chat directly links you to stuff, but I know that they definitely will just repeat stuff that is on Kiwi Farms and just kind of like gossip about it. Essentially doing what Kiwi Farms does, just without all the direct links and all the N-word hate.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that he's wrong because he's banned me from his chat. He's blocked me. I don't think he's blocked me on X, but he won't answer me, and he banned me from his Discord. So
He banned you from the Discord. Why?
I don't know. I joined his Discord, and I was like tagged as like, or I was given like a role where I can't see any channels, and then like a day later I was banned.
You haven't done anything crazy as far as I see. You just
that
been
it's
doing
a-
conversations.
They pretended that one of them was
do
turned
they have
into a
any
16-year-old
allegations
by a
against you?
wizard. Like, what?
Dude,
Does
oh my
he
god,
have any against me?
dude, Denny's attacking the analogy. Like it's like, bro, she's talking about taboo sex
I feel like
situations.
nothing else explains.
Everything's weird. Nothing explains. What's more explainable? That Destiny wants to rape children, or that there's he did a fantasy with a wizard where they turned into kids. Which one's more likely? They're both they're both fucking insane. Like, dude. Dude, it's like the one that's more likely is the one where I get to fantasize that Destiny gropes a minor. Like, it's like, dude, you're fucking autistic as shit. Please, dude, Jesse, okay, I'm chill. Dude, we talked one time a year ago. Let's just talk again, dude. Let's just talk again. Like, do you understand why people are allowed to say that you raped Charity when you're like, yeah, when you're saying, what's the most likely scenario to happen with you? If I was to be charitable, it's that you were like, biting off way more than you can chew and being
Charitable.
and like you got into a situation that you couldn't handle and you made promises you couldn't keep. But the other interpretation I can have is that you raped and trafficked her in your room and sent her to, when you got annoying, you put her into a fucking cage and then you took her out. Like, there's interpretations I can have. One is a lot more demonic and one is a little bit more charitable, a little bit more like, middle ground, a little bit more like, okay, I need to understand the whole context of what happened. And it's like, you can't be mad. You cannot be mad. You just can't. How are you mad? How are you mad? How are you ever mad that people involve Cherry or call you a rapist or pervert who raped Cherry when you say that other people are fucking molesting minors based off an assumption? Off of an assumption with little evidence.
Listen, this is before
No
my
evidence.
time, okay?
No
It's way
evidence, by the
before
way.
my time.
I would argue that there's no
It's almost
evidence.
literally.
Yeah.
Walking
It's literally-
The testimony is not evidence. That's not what that is.
They consider it evidence. They consider it evidence, so I'm giving them that at least. I'm giving them that. They consider the spurging of devil evidence. That they consider that evidence, so I'll give you that. That's your little evidence. Is some retard spurging at the top of his lungs because he found out he was cheated on. Sure, whatever.
I'm sorry. I have a hard time with reality.
I just want to
shapers.
know why
Obvious.
the fuck he's snarking me. What
And
the
they
fuck did I do
refuse to accept it.
to him specifically?
I have a hard time dealing with reality shapeshifters when you literally told a woman you're going to be her Dr. K when you're a fat, obese computer engineer. Like, what did we talk? Like, dude, we don't. Like, come the fuck on, dude.
Actually, super helpful.
You'll never live.
You
down
are
the
what you
Dr.
hate,
K.
dude.
Jesus.
Say that too loud because you'll have to be mean. What? What? I can always be mean. Hop in my Discord.
I don't know why he doesn't like you though, Alex. You seem. I don't know if you have do you have allegations of like doxing or anything.
What are we doing here?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just not much else to.
no. I genuinely, I don't.
Nothing. Yeah.
I have no
actually,
idea.
it actually
Like-
doesn't mean anything.
I'm gonna tell you
Right?
something
It means,
that I think it
literally
genuinely
means
is.
nothing.
I think it's like I
You
think it.
would admit that the quality of Orbiter
Oh.
has significantly diminished since 2022. You'd hope so, but I don't think so.
Do you think that Destiny, the GG would admit that the quality of Orbers has significantly diminished since 2022? dude, the orbiters we were having in like 2022 was like John Zerka. People just coming on stream and like trolling, and then like I guess like you had ABBA come in, I guess, so that's like cool. There's not really any orbiters around except for Dan and fucking Mooten that come on stream anymore. I don't know what this be. Okay, this guy got. Okay, imagine after a conversation, instead of just like talking about what's going on, you're sitting there playing with your emoticons. Like I just, dude.
Not in our lives. We need.
Like what retarded penguin variant am I gonna be today?
Jeez.
Like,
like Destiny might have done CPS. Well, dude, to be honest, like if Connor was like calling CPS on Destiny as if the one message from the husband was proof that Destiny was doing this, or Destiny was like had some fantasy around this, I'd say that's too far. Probably like I don't think you have reasonable suspicion on that one. I think the concerning thing that might have led him to call or contact some other authority could have been perceived like to me. Just even with like, hey, I don't know if you think this is worth looking into, right? Is the idea that Destiny just kept associated with this person.
Bro, I wish I could just sink my fingers into your 6 layers of neck fat and just talk dude, how when the dude was told by Devil like 7 months ago that like, hey, this guy is sending me was jerking off to my kids and he didn't report him to CPS there. And then why would you wait 7 months to do that? And then be like, lol, and then be like, now it's a good time to get into it. It's like, it's just he obviously had no reason to go in there. As soon as, if someone messaged me and said, yeah, North has been jerking off to my kids, and I have proof of it, I'd probably be like, okay, yeah, let's call someone about it right then and there. I wouldn't be like, hold on, let's see if Destiny keeps jerking off to kids after 7 months. Or North. It's just fucking stupid. Start OnlyFans with...
It's not happening in America. It is not happening. Yeah, it's not happening there.
Discord is dodging me over and over again.
Well, he says until you get a platform, he doesn't, because he doesn't want his name out there, like, or something. I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck he means.
Even though he just platforms a guy that literally
platforms.
That's so fucking stupid, dude. He platformed somebody that literally just 5 seconds later that he was platforming, that he again told everybody if he wants to listen to this conversation, they have to go to his stream to go see it. Indirectly, didn't say it verbatim, but indirectly said it. Then just doxed his name. Like, it's like, and it was like willing to talk to him again.
What's funny is he won't come onto this server and talk to you because it's a doxing server, but he won't talk to me because apparently I don't have a platform. So, like, what exactly is the criteria that we're going to go with in order for him to like engage with anyone? The answer is no one, because he refuses to engage with anyone critically. I'm surprised that he even talked.
I'm surprised he talked to Wick. I'm genuinely surprised he talked to Wick. I don't know.
This one.
Well, I think he knew that like Wick is the type of person not to bring up like Cherry. I mean, he's retarded enough that he brought up Cherry all on his own, and thus that became a talking point.
That was so fucking retarded. Why would you? Like, he's like, oh, well, he's gonna just. Why do you think he goes after Cherry? It's like, because he would like, dude. Why are you, dude? Your people in your audience have gone after like first off, you're talking to Pixie. Like, what the fuck is going on? You're like, bro, are we being serious? You're like, bad. Like, why do you think she doesn't want to be involved? He doesn't want to be involved. You guys are going after Wiggle Lips. Look at her inside the JS2K orbit. Like, dude, you guys are involving these people. I understand. I guess I haven't said I don't want to be involved, but Cherry at least has been publicly trying to get herself involved, while also at the same time saying I'm not involved. It's just and also, Morale's not going to talk to me anymore because Morale said the only way he's going to talk to me is if he's the only one streaming it. Which is like the most retarded thing I've ever heard this fat loser say.
In the ebbing spring, the skies will clot.
I don't know what the fuck to even
Our shedding seeds make piles of rot. 3 virtues known, not all we cast. For wrath, and doom, and death. Alas,
Like, is this today?
From Team Secret Whale side, the lesson that they learned from First Stand was pretty much that.
Remember when I talked to you if you're 17 and have boobs? JS2K is trying to pretend like he wasn't leaking personal information about Steve and that he isn't directly involved with his court case / personal matters. I just think he ignores it. He does pretend like he isn't involved with it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how you can just like if I was actively doing something, I don't know how I could sit there for like a whole conversation, especially with other people, and just like LARP. Like, how are you going to act like you're this guy that's not okay with doxing while you actively had links to Kiwi Farms on your fucking Discord server for months following the drama? Maybe you regret your actions before, but you don't even say that. You don't even say that. There's a whole timeline.
Sorry, continue.
I was like, there's a whole timeline of where I only was getting information about Destiny's leaks through that server. I genuinely do not know how to access Spicy Chat. I tried to figure out. I joined Chudlocket's server and I couldn't figure it out and I gave up. But all I needed to do was join JS2K's Gen Chat at the time, and I saw Kelly Jean, fucking Narak, fucking what the fuck was their name? That fucking Zoe guy, Zoe and his boyfriend or whatever, all these people talking about random shit from Kiwi Farms that I had no fucking idea about, and then I was getting link that was directing me to where everything is. Jacob yeah, that was linking me directly to where the thread was, so I can have reference. Like, I was like, bro, just. Yeah, what you say, North?
Yeah. Fuck me, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh right, yeah. There's a monetary incentive in this, right? Because the audience of Gisticle, they don't. I think there are some of those people in there who they're retarded enough in which they don't interact with the Discord and they just watch him because he's like a drama farmer, in which they legitimately believe that he doesn't engage in doxing and all that. So I feel like in order to maintain his like level of audience, he has to put up a facade. So that's why he's able to like lie for hours and hours every single day, pretending that he like.
I
is
don't
not
think
involved in doxing
JCOK has a single fan that doesn't think he was involved. I think all the fans, all the people that JCOK was able to grasp were and still relatively half today, which is about like 200 people maybe max, is from that timeline where he was snarking Destiny for like months. Like from everything after February. I don't think anyone that's actually, maybe there's like anti-Destiny people now that exist that went over there, but none of those people were watching JCOK because they were like, oh, he's just a guy that goes over drama and I like his. Is there anybody that likes watching JCOK
Oh shit. Evet. Doktor shower. Energy. Retarded. Retarded. Alright. Awesome. Good. God.
Bro, get over here! Quick!
What now?
Look, I think it's dead.
Oh, poor fella.
We should scrap it! Dibs on its hands!
Probably.
Oh shit! It's alive!
Incredible. The spark still seems intact.
Pity. I mean, glad you didn't turn to charcoal, dude.
How are you feeling? Any screws loose? No? That's good.
Welcome, Scrappy, to my empire.
Don't mind him. We're building a shelter here. Surviving the scorch and the rot seems tougher than you'd think. We could always use an extra set of hands.
Hey, now I recognize those fingers. You're a builder. Now you gotta help me build cool stuff.
Well, if you want to be useful, take this. It will come in handy. In case your memory chip got fried, we have a book of blueprints on the desk next to us.
And if you have any further questions, ask me, your new boss. Now, build me a throne, Scrappy.
Here we go again. You're no one's boss, Biggie.
At least I know how the cursed elevator works. Stupid.
I didn't.
All right, Scrappy. First things first. Biggie's empire could use an upgrade. Since a few minutes ago, that's now a you problem. Start by cleaning the floors and patching up the walls. Basic stuff. Turns out, living in a dirty home is bad for morale. Merch got the good stuff. Cleaning supplies. Hehehe.
Welcome. Good choice, my friend. Well, hello again. Welcome to my workshop. Oh, where are my manners? I didn't properly introduce myself earlier. I'm Murch. I handle, well, most of the complicated things around here. I have something for you. Take these. Those are artifact coins. Put them in the ball machine in the other room, and it'll give you a random artifact. Sometimes very useful ones. Sometimes surprising ones. Place the artifact in the opener. You'll then get a construct blueprint from it. Go on, go on. Give it a try. See you soon. Be careful out there. Anything specific you're looking for? Take care of it. Pots are hard to come by.
Hey! Nice work! You're more useful than my original calculations. Now pay attention, Scrappy. That mallet Murch gave you? It's a demolition tool. Not as effective against the corrupted. Use it to smash some of the weaker constructs around the outpost. Then use the scraps to build a few fresh ones. That's the builder's way, Scrappy. Break stuff. Build better stuff. Now get swinging! Hey, watch it! I'm not a resource. Nice. Fresh upgrades. The outpost is responding already. The more you build and improve a room, the more alive it becomes. And we'll feel it too. Alrighty. Time to put you to the real test. Head down the elevator in the basement, grab what you can, and make it back up in one piece. Simple plan. Doesn't usually stay that way. Remember, you're not helpless down there. A few well-placed constructs can help save your wooden ass. Just gather some scraps first. May the ancients be with you. Just kidding. They all left.
What now?
you